Hey guys, and welcome to episode 25 of Building with Whip. Today we are going to be working on the palace. Oh, look at that, thread in the needle right there. So today we're going to be working on this whole palace some more. Last episode we did the whole throne room and everything down there on the first floor. This episode we want to be moving on to expanding this guy going up. So I got a shulker box here, we got some sandstone left, and that's kind of what we got to work with right now. What I want to do is I want to get this floor finished up primarily so we can get the roof on it, we can get it going up, ready to go up to the next level, and pretty much get all that stuff planned out. So what I want to do here to start is kind of count this in by going 3 and then 3 in there, and basically just creating a big box going all the way around this, and so we can see exactly how big of a space we're actually going to have here. Now, if you guys are still enjoying this series, Building with Whip, please hit that like button down below. It really does mean a lot to me. And as we're starting to move into a new area, I'm always open to ideas for inspiration and things like that. If you guys have a vanilla series going on yourselves, I would love to see what you guys have going on. So send me those links on here or on Twitter. Send me screenshots, whatever. Always cool to check them out. I've been seeing a few of them recently, and they're actually really cool what you guys have going on, and it's really cool to see that like I was actually the one who kind of inspired you guys to get started, or if you guys just happen to start at the same time, also very cool. So we got this box here, which works really well for us. Now, what I want to check out is if we were over here and say we broke this guy open, how much space do we actually have right there to work with? Okay, so pretty much if we brought, that's right on the corner, right? So that is where we have to have the stair basically leaving. Or we have to have the stair going up to there. So somehow we got to get a stair something going up to that way. I was thinking we raise this area back here to begin with up to kind of this height anyways. So we bring the whole floor up to there. And then have this kind of enter out into an area right here that, what the heck is going on with this texture? Sometimes this happens in vanilla. I don't know what it is. It's when I turn shaders off and on. But if you just do a quick F3T to reload textures, it should be fixed. Yep, there it goes. Look at that. So what I want to do is basically, we're not going to use that back area right there probably. We'll just leave it. So we can go ahead and kind of wall that off there and get that stuff cleaned up. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that torch back down just to be safe. I don't want anything spawning back here. I've already had a creeper problem a few times. So we can do that, because I don't want to be able to see the back of the fountain. Seeing that bit right there is already kind of worrying to me, but it's okay, we'll deal with it. We got that guy right there, and then if we basically bring that floor all the way up to here, I think that'll work out pretty well for us. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. So we can bring that all the way up, and then we can have like right here going up that way from like this height. We can have a staircase kind of going up there, and here we can have a staircase kind of coming up right here. So let me get some of that stuff done. But more or less, that's what I want to get working on today, is so we can have a way up to our next floor, and 2, if we can thread this needle right through there, and it's probably going to end us up some weird spot. And there we go, cool, right across, all the way across here, almost too far. But I want to get this whole like roof up on this area, like Ed mentioned. This is going to be a lot of progress updates in this episode because I want to get a lot of stuff done. I have a bit more time again to be working on this guy, and I really want to get this finished up so we can move on to that next area. Because I'm kind of in that like graduation period, I guess you could call it, where you're like ready to move on, but you're starting to get a little sentimental. You're like, I'm starting to miss this guy already. Like, we haven't even left yet, but I'm just like, oh, there's so many cool things in here. We're leaving it all to go start something bare and new. But at the same time, it's like, look at how cool this stuff is, but I really want to finish this project. Right behind us, we got this big project here, this palace. And I feel like I can't really leave unless this big guy right here is finished up. And now I have all these inspiration ideas on how to do it. So that's why we're probably going to be extending out another episode or 2 on this location, because this is 25. This is where I said we would be moving at the end of this guy. But I'm thinking, unless we can finish this all up in this episode, we might have to do another one just for that final top bit. And then we got to go around and add a bunch of foliage and everything. And then, of course, I want to end this place off with a tour and then flying to our new destination so we can get there you guys can see where it is. And I'm leaning towards that ice spikes biome. I don't know why. Some people are saying a savanna could be kind of cool right behind us over that away. But I don't really want to be doing a savanna since we've been staring at it this entire time. I think eventually a savanna thing could be really cool working with one of those mounds that comes up. But overall, I think it'd be kind of boring right now for me. Or too similar, I guess. So I'm thinking it's going to be ice spikes. But guys, I'm going to get to work after I find a bed. And I will update you guys once we got a few things in place. Progress update time, guys. And we have the whole upper level here kind of put in place. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about flying around, I almost wish this was red sandstone for this inner wall right here, just because I feel like it'd be kind of cool. But that's a crap ton of red sandstone that we'd have to go down and replace. But you know, I might end up at least doing some like pillars or something to get some more color in here. But updates in the downstairs area. We have staircases on both sides that go up right there, and then also little staircases that come down here. And so we got these cool little areas in the background. This goes down to our mob farm underneath where we can come down here and loot up all of our goodies. That just look at these chests, guys. This hasn't been running for a long time, but the passive mob farm, just them being idiots and falling off here themselves. Oh, hello creepers. Wow. So like, look, so now they're going to push him off, then he dies. That creeper's dead. That's another piece of gunpowder that's going to come in here. So all these are just getting filled up constantly. Look, we almost have 3 double chests full of arrows. Rotten flesh, luckily we have not even a full chest. And our junk chests are going to be pretty frickin' full as well, which is random loot that leaked out of there, I guess it looks like. Didn't quite get picked up by the hoppers. Oh well, sorting system isn't perfect, but that's fine. Back here, we have this little area for kind of where it drops down. We can have like a little seating area out there, which would be cool. This side over here, I tried to keep that blue terracotta that we were using in the walls in place here, so it actually makes sense. And I'm happy with it. I think this is a cool design. I probably want to do like another strip right there, almost. But we have to go get some more of it. So, what I want to do now, though, is why do we come down here? Okay, well, actually, first, what I want to be doing now is I'm pretty low on oak wood. And so what I'm thinking is the top of this guy right here, you can see we have these open spots. I'm thinking we go and fill that in with oak wood. So I planted down a bunch of saplings over here and AFK'd for a while while doing some video editing. And it looks like they're all fully grown. So we got lines and lines of trees here, which we can go chop all this down and get way too much wood, obviously, again. But anyways, what I'm talking about with that, look where we probably want that red sandstone on top there. With just the sandstone there, it loses a lot of detail almost. Like we lose a lot of the depth of the build. It looks pretty flat compared with the red sandstone below. It looked like a structure that really stood out. So I'm thinking I probably should go and redo what we did and do the red sandstone in there. Or at least do some of it with some strips or something, just to make it more interesting. There's one of Adam's llamas chilling by the river. It escaped, apparently, again. I don't know how that happened again. But yeah, so that is what we're going to... I think I'm going to have to end up going and doing that. I think it would look a lot better, even after we get some trees and bushes and whatnot on the corners. Because this lower level here, that's going to be for like guards and everything, where they could stand there and have an open area of shooting down over the edge. But this upper level, that's going to be very much a garden. It's going to be a huge, huge garden with bushes hanging over the edges and things like that. And I can't wait to do it. I think it's going to be so cool. But we got to kind of figure out what we want to do with that and really get it working for ourselves. Because like back here, it just looks flat. I'm sure it's pretty small for you guys to be able to see that. But it looks very flat compared to the lower areas. So stands out a lot. Compared to the rest of the city, I think the red sandstone is actually a really cool color to it. So I'm thinking we got to go do some red sandstone grind and get that all replaced in there and figure out what's going to go on. But I'm going to go ahead and chop down all these trees and get the half slabs in place and see if that doesn't help it at all. And we'll come back and take a look at it then. But I will be back with you guys later on after I get all these trees chopped down and everything. And we got a next progress update coming for you guys. All right, next progress update time, guys. And I'm a big fan of what we got going on here. So pretty much what I've done is I've added a red sandstone border going around that whole top area. And you can see we actually added some red sandstone to the structure itself. Let's go ahead and run on up there and see what there is. And I'm pretty happy with how it's looking right now. We got the second floors or third floor, I guess, because technically this would be the second floor, right? So we got the third floor. We're going up to the fourth floor. We have that roof in place. Basically what I did, I came in here with some red sandstone, and through these areas right here, we went ahead and threw that in just to get that bits of color. Then a lot of the smooth sandstone, some smooth red sandstone at the bottom. Then this guy up here is just red sandstone with chiseled red sandstone and some upside down stairs, and then some trapdoors right there. Just kind of give a cool strip of color going all the way around. But from far away, it actually, oh, can we get this? Yeah, we got it. From far away though, it actually looks pretty cool. I'm a big fan of this. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. You can see we're getting a cool bit of detail on here, and I think the oak half slabs work pretty well as like a floor to mix things up, but I'm trying to think of how we can change it up to incorporate for the next roof that's going up, unless we put the outside of that right here, which we might have to do otherwise, or we could do in one and then it looks a little bit less awkward. So something, thank you. So something more like this guy. But what I want to do in today's video is get actually the whole outline done pretty much so we can get the rest of the floors in place. I know it's a lot of work, but I'm thinking we can do it. So we do something like this, going all the way up to the next floor. And I'm not really sure how we want to space this guy out, but I'm thinking we do more of just central doors, like right here, and that stack is out, and something like that, and bring it up to the next floor. But I really want to stress getting a lot of this guy finished up here today. So we can do that. That needs to be there. Get rid of you. Bring this all the way around now, this side. And you guys got the general idea of what I'm thinking we're going to go with here. So let me get to work on figuring this guy out, and I'll be back with you guys again. I'm really hoping you guys are enjoying this kind of crazy intensive episode of progress updates, because I'm really wanting to get this out since it's episode 25, and I'm hoping we can get moving on in our next episode. But guys, let me get some more work done here and we'll see what comes of it, and I will talk with you guys in just a few. I wanted to bring you guys in here for a little bit of a mini update and let you know that I ended up doing some garden plots up here on our third floor, our second balcony, just because we had talked about putting some palm trees and bushes and things up here. I decided it could be pretty cool with some gardens, so it's just kind of mirrored all the way on every single side. So we have a middle one that looks like this. I got some grass in here growing across all of them just so we can have that to work with later. And yeah, it's just going all the way around there. I got the middle structure here somewhat going now. I decided to bring it from, originally we had the walls out here. I brought them back in too, so they're right in here now. And we got one wide doorway, so we just have a door. Sorry. And I think this is going to be our last floor that you can really get to, and maybe we'll have like one more little tiny one with a small thing up above it. But it's starting to look pretty freaking cool. Oh, that's not how you fly. This is how you fly. Ah, yay. But if you look from out here, it looks really cool. Look at that. That's so awesome. It's so coming together right now, and I'm so happy. Also, I added the banners. Woo! There we go. I crafted up a lot more banners and put them 4 on each side, kind of like that. I felt like it was a good added touch because down below we have the 2. Can we fly to this roof? Yep. Oh, no, didn't make it to the roof. But look at that. That view is awesome. And once we get that next floor added on, so we got that one, then we'll do one more with mostly for a top ornament or something like that. I don't know. We probably won't get that guy done today. But that is where we're at right now, guys. I just want to bring you in for that bit. Against everything I've ever believed in, guys, I'm bringing you here right as the sun sets. Probably have done that a million times before. But guys, check this thing out. It's totally done. I know we ended the last clip right here, but I thought it'd be a great transition point just to see. Oh my gosh. I knew I was going to say I was going to come back in right after we finished that level, but I kind of got carried away and I did the whole next level too. And we got that cool little strip right up there for the color again. And man, it is looking pretty cool. We'll go wander over that way, find ourselves a bed, and head on up top. I'm thinking it's pretty much set though. As far as the shape and everything goes to this guy, I'm a big fan of it, but I'm really looking forward to hear what you guys have to say, because this was a big build. We have no sandstone. I got a little bit of wool left because I was shearing up some sheepies so we could get these things in place. This is currently our way to get up to the next floor. I'm thinking I'm going to come back in, but I think I have like 10 sandstone to my name right now, which is pretty impressive seeing as we live in a desert. So this is kind of that next floor that we've already seen with the little grassy bits on it. That'll be something. I'll probably add these in before next episode, guys, just so you can all have it to come back and check out, see what the final product is and where that all goes. And we'll do our tour and everything. I can showcase this stuff off and get everything done there. But I don't want to keep you guys here any longer. So this is still my little planning room. Coming up here to the top floor is just this open bit in the middle. I was thinking about adding like a mystical fountain or something in here just to showing that, like, I don't know, just kind of having a cool mystical fountain, like or a sacrificial altar or something up here, just like an altar to pray to the gods or whatever. And because that's kind of what the leader would be doing, a lot of communing with the gods, telling the people what they said. So I think the top of the palace right here, seeing as it's so close, it's the highest point in the entire build besides the roof itself, to commune with like the gods, who are like the sun gods pretty much, for bringing life to this region of the water and everything. So I think I might throw that in. That actually does sound like a pretty good idea. I kind of was just thinking about that right before starting this clip. I figured I would get it to you guys anyways. I'm kind of in between on this little color strip up here. I think it looks cool, but at the same time it's kind of out of place because we don't have it really anywhere else. But I did it instead of putting banners on this floor. We still have 10 more banners, so we could throw those guys down here instead. On the inside, I used a bunch of blue wool that I had. I put some blue banners down, just kind of as drapes more or less, to block out some of the sun. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with this. You can see that we put some banners right in here at this point. But I think that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. I really, really hope you enjoy this. I'm having so much fun with this. Next episode, we will be moving locations for episode 26. I will get to work on that, finishing up where we're going to be going. But this has been an awesome episode of Building with Whip. I do hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button if you did enjoy. Please hit that subscribe button if you really loved it. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next episode.